Actually, I never really had a relationship with God until about a year ago, last year. I had went to church here and there, as a teenager. My parents would bring me or whatever, and I was mainly rebellious, just never paid attention, didn't understand it, didn't want to be there. And then when I became an adult, I just never went to church. I don't want to say I didn't really believe, but things to me are always black and white. Like I need proof, or just I want to know the why and how things become. So now I got here because about 9 months ago, I started talking to my sister, Michelle, who goes to church here. And I talked to her, and she was telling me about a Bible study, and that, she started coming to Blackwater and was telling me about the people here, and it would just be a good fit, just for me to just come see what it was about. And I was open to it. I had never been open to going to church before, but for some reason I just felt like for some reason I was being pulled to come. Well, the same day that I actually spoke to her about it, my son, who was 15, he's 16 now, came home from school and had a piece of paper that had a phone number, and his teacher had invited him to go to his house because he was starting like a church service. Me and our children had never spoke about God or anything, so it was just the coincidence of both of us the same day doing that. So we talked, my husband and I, and we talked. We have 4 kids, and we were all in agreement. So we did. We came to church that Sunday to Blackwater at the table, and when I came, it's just amazing. Like when I stepped foot through the door, I felt like I belonged, and we were just meant to be here. We were going through some struggles, me and my husband, and he was raised Catholic when he was young. We never talked. We've been married 18 years and never really talked religion, so we haven't gone to church. And then he was open. We came, and he fell in love with it, and now we actually sit and we talk about God and about the Bible and just about religion. But that was October of last year in 22. So jump forward to December of 22. 2 months later, we were all talking about getting baptized. And I was being pulled, kind of not being 100% sure that's what I was ready to do. But everybody else in the family was ready, so I was feeling like I was being pulled. And I talked to my husband the morning we finally made the decision. And I said, how do I know? How do I know this is right? And he said, the words came out of his mouth, and he said, you just have to have faith. And it's like it wasn't him saying it, but somebody was telling me that I had to have faith. And about 30 minutes after that, I was getting ready, and my necklaces were all tangled up. We were getting ready to come to church, and my necklaces were tangled up. And I gave him like all my necklaces, and I was like, can you untangle them? And he's untangling. A necklace falls off, like out of the tangled, and I had never seen it, and it caught like my eye, and it was a cross on a necklace, and I never had a cross necklace. It fell, and it was a broken chain, and it actually was knotted, and where it was knotted was one cross, like the cross was being held by the knots, and then another knot, there was a charm, and it said believe on it. We still don't know how that got there. I think it may be from my mom, who's passed away, who I was very close to. I think it may have been hers, but there was that sign also. With both of those things happening, I knew we were in the right place and with the right people. Well, like I said, we've been married 18 years, but in the last 4 to 6 months, our marriage seems like it's stronger now than it has ever been. I feel like we've made it to a point where we're going to actually make it. I mean, we love coming to church. I love learning. I feel like I want to be a better person. The joke is, and I know this is horrible, but I went from R&B and rap music to gospel music. Like I'm jamming now to gospel music, and nobody would have ever thought that would have happened. people have asked me to go out on Saturday nights, and I tell them no, I have to be up early to go to church, and that's, nobody ever thought that would happen either. I just feel like I want to be a better person. Like, I feel more relaxed and more calm. I don't have as much anxiety, and I just want everybody to know and to feel what I've experienced. I feel my mom passed away in 2018, and I feel like since then, and probably even before then, everything was black and white that I saw. It's like I felt dead inside. But ever since we started coming to church and we got baptized, it's like I see everything in color now. Like it's bright and happy and colorful, if that makes any sense. It's hard to explain, but that's, like, I feel like I have life inside of me again. Jesus loves everybody. I always thought that I wasn't worthy or deserving, I guess you could say, just by things I've done in my life and just how I've lived a lot of my life. And then my sister told me, she said, you are deserving, like we all are, you know. It's not, you don't have to be perfect to go to church. And I think that's what a lot of people think who don't go to church, is that you are supposed to be perfect to go to church. And if you don't, then you're judged. But that's really not how it is. You know, now I see that.